Just a lawyer and a real estate agent, talking about deals and decisions that don't make sense. We talk a lot of, but the lessons ain't phony. Welcome to Bad Deals Only.
Back again. It feels like it's been a month.
It's been at least 3 weeks.
I was going to say 2.5.
It is. You're right. It's 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
I'm not going to do the Boston thing. I don't think I like that. You know?
I don't see. It's like I get it. We are Boston guys talking about like Boston
real estate,
but
Boston other stuff.
There's got to be something else to like.
I love the intro though.
Well, so I was listening to a podcast, and Alex Hormozy was on it, and he was just like,
he's so great, by the way.
He's fucking epic. Like, I think he's a robot though, because he says the most perfect things every single time. So
eloquently.
I assume that some Russian bot, like some Russian like hackers, it has his brain and he's like AI. Typing everything because he's perfect. But he said something great. He was like, if you're trying to present something and you can't say it like very quickly and concisely, like then you should probably do something else. So I was thinking about the podcast. I was like, yeah, like why would you listen? Like why would I listen to your podcast? And I'd be like, well, because we're two professionals who do a lot of volume in real estate, and we say professional matters in a what should be like funny or at least entertaining way. And I was like that seems like someone would listen to it.
That should be the bio of our podcast.
So I guess I'll throw it to you, Hormozy Jr. Like, what would you say? Like, why would you listen to this? Because I don't think we're giving any crazy takes. I don't think we're controversial. I don't think we're giving any crazy insight that if someone listened to us, they'd be like, oh, if I change these 3 things, my business is going to triple. I think it's more just because we do a lot of volume, our perspective is a little more
modified.
Yeah, we see a lot because some people might be like, oh, I've had one of those deals. Like we've had 300 of those type of deals
for sure. Yeah, I don't know what I would say. Just a couple Boston guys talking about Boston real estate.
That's what I figured we were going to revert back to.
Talking to all other sorts of Boston shit, and got a couple bad deals in there. Yeah, it's mostly just you and I complaining about current events, real estate.
Yeah,
and
I think a lot of that's coming into play. And I'll tell you right now, though, if you want to talk about bad, like there's not one smooth deal. I've reverted back to like we should just talk about smooth deals because then we can talk about every deal I do because it's not that many.
I've had a couple of turbulent ones. There's no doubt. We can talk shit about my own purchase this episode. We can do that now that it's over.
Well, I don't think it went.
It went fine.
I think it went fine. To be honest, like I think it went fine. I think
it went fine. Bad agent was me. I was a little fired
No, not
up.
even that. But it's one of those you can't. Which I tell people all the time. A Nickism, like you can't pick the other side.
Yeah.
So like, unfortunately, that's just who we had to deal with, and like it wasn't tumultuous on your end. It was tumultuous on the other side.
Yeah. We let them off the hook. Yeah. It got done. That's all that matters.
Deals get done.
We will talk some shit about it today, though.
Okay. Whatever you like. You are a deal maker. So that's it.
I am a deal maker. Let's see. What else? So we were just talking about Salt in the Water, Delasport, espresso martinis down.
Yep.
You'll be happy to know the reason all of that came up is I was with my buddy Sal.
Great name. I love a good Sal.
Yep. Good Salvatore Junta.
The best.
Yeah. Long-term friend and client.
His mom makes a great meatball.
100%. Never had one.
Yeah, but of course it's amazing.
By the way.
It's amazing.
Yeah, they are straight out of Italy.
It's the best.
Revere kids.
I keep going. I love every bit of this.
And I've helped Sal selling by, his mom selling by, sister by.
Awesome.
His other brother Gabe.
That's why we do this.
For some reason, Gabe, we have beef.
Maybe he's out of your market.
He's not. So Sal and I, just one of my like long-term friends. So I lost a friend a couple weeks ago.
Oh, sorry, man.
Very shitty. Yeah. And so I went on a quick little mission. Just called a few of my old pals. Say, hey, dude, that beer we've been trying to get, let's go get it.
Love that.
So Sal and I, of course, then like a week goes by and you're like, yeah, dude, I'm kind of busy. He's like, and I was like, no, we're going to make this happen. So drove up to...
you got 45 minutes for me. I'll meet you where you need to.
Drove to Tuscaforno, which allegedly... It's basically modern day Bertucci's, ironically in an old Bertucci's, I think. Pretty good. Elevated bar food.
Okay.
Good drinks.
The scene looked okay from the photo you sent me.
It was good, yeah. So we went up there, And Sal is one of our 9 listeners to the podcast.
Sal, thank you.
And he goes, dude, I got to be friends with this Nick guy.
I knew I liked Sal just by the name. Now, with that statement, he always has good taste.
So I ordered espresso martini, and he goes, should have ordered it down. And I go, dude, there's no
doing
way.
Callbacks too.
There's no way they know what that is here. And so we made a quick bet. I go, if they know what it is, like I get dinner and drinks. If they don't, we're just chopping it. I don't know. So, and of course she was like, "What do you mean? What's that? Like you want it on the rocks?" Which is what you said. And we were just like, no, just in a different class.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it didn't look nearly as good as it would have been if it was in a like mine. Mine looked stunning.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like the look and function of a martini glass are 2 different things. Yeah, they look really cool. Have you ever gone to Grill 23 upstairs? Like the glasses come out of the ice well in front of the bartender. They have like this looks like little diamond ice chest on. But then you know what? You try to drink that thing and you're doing this the whole time. The least masculine thing in the world is the first sip out of a martini glass. Like, this is delicious.
You'll be happy to know too. Sal was telling me, he's like, I did get an espresso martini the other day, and I had to stand like behind the bar because like it was so busy.
Oh yeah, but it probably went all over him.
That's what he said.
Yeah, of course. It's just physics. It's not
Sal's
fault. Sal's probably a stellar athlete growing up.
Big soccer guy, dude.
Buddy, is Sal over 40? Should we play in an over 40 league together?
He's in an over 40 league. I think he's still a goalie.
So Seth will send you my email whenever you need a sub.
He goes, I didn't know he went to Archie's. I go, what are you talking about, dude?
He didn't go to Savio, did he?
He did.
We probably played each other. We did beat
God.
Savio like 6-2 on Savio's home turf. I think Shane Carley put in 4 of my corner kicks. Like kid could jump like a gazelle.
Well, so Sal was the goalie.
Oh, sorry, Sal. Then if that, hopefully you were sick that day because Shane was going off that day.
He's gonna remember this. And that was the worst night of my life.
Shane Carley was kid could jump like legit 6 feet in the air. It was insane.
All right, so I feel like the market was a couple other things. Let's just rewind. 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, going into surgery. I just want to know that we just published the last version, so I'm not dead. Made it.
All those poly market bets are just coming fruition right now.
Not dead. You, by the way, were unfortunately spot on about the scope of surgery. They're like, oh yeah, 3 incisions, one's.
Yeah.
You nailed it. I don't know why, but
there's a shorter list of things I've been wrong with than right. So
that's very true. I was like catching some of it when I was getting the episode live, and I go, this motherfucker nailed this surgery, dude. And so that happened. A little bit of we had a rough week. Actually, we had a rough week right after surgery. You'll be happy to know that coming right out of surgery, which was longer than anticipated, I was like intubated. I was out for like 4 or 5 hours.
That's a long time. That's a long. Okay. That's a long surgery.
So, I had. Let's see. I was out of surgery Thursday at like 6:58 p.m.
That's a late surgery too. You got the second half of the day.
Well, I went in at 11 something, dude. So I mean, I woke up at this.
Where are we doing this? Surgical center or hospital?
Everett Hospital. Only the best. Only the best.
What's that? We're
on a different healthcare plan. We're on a different healthcare.
Yeah. Well, first the first 3 hours of your surgery was teaching the guy how to do the surgery on YouTube. And then,
so I don't think we talked about this. The guy, no, we didn't. Going into surgery, the appointment, he kind of tried to talk me out of it. Now I have like a real suspect health insurance. It's like a health share account. You probably have like Blue Cross Blue Shield or something stellar.
Yeah. It's still, I don't think it's stellar, but yes, I have a reputable company.
Well, so I'm basically paying for the shittiest health insurance you can get.
Okay.
But it means I have to pay for things out of pocket a lot, and then I hit a max threshold, and then I get some kickbacks.
I still have to do that too. I think it's $2,500 a person and $4,000 for the family or something like that.
Oh, this is like $16K a person. It's aggressive, but we're not. We were paying like almost $3,000 a month for house insurance.
Yeah, I think that's what we pay.
Yeah, well, I'm on a different plan now. I'm on the.
In hindsight, are we good with the new plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm going to come out on top financially.
Okay. Hey, that's good.
Time
not on this podcast, folks, but I'd love to pick your brain about HSAs because I don't have one of those.
So that's what I did.
Because I don't have one of those puppies.
You need one.
Yeah.
100%.
But who opens the account? Can I just open it?
You can do it.
No, but can I do it like Citizens Bank or something?
HSA Bank online takes 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And I'm now managing my investments. Got a little tax strategy going on too. Grow some net wealth.
With your HSA or something else?
Yeah, I don't think you should spend it.
Oh, are you investing your HSA?
Yes. That's what you do with it. So
this is way over my head.
There's like a $9,000 contribution limit for a family of 4 or something like that. I don't know. It could be, has nothing. I don't know enough about it, I guess, but we're talking about it now, by the way. We're talking about HSAs right now. All of a sudden,
if you're willing to talk about it, I'm in because
we're gonna
it's probably beneficial to all the listeners. Sal and his 8 friends.
We're gonna come back to HSAs. So I go in to the surgery. The surgeon's like, "Hey, so like, you sure you want to do this? I'm already in pre-op, dude." I'm like,
wait, he said you sure you want to do this?
Yeah. So
when you're
he was
at
very
the surgery
concerned.
center?
He was very concerned with my health insurance.
You got to be kidding me.
I swear to God. He's like, "Did you straighten out your health insurance?" I go, "Yeah, it's like a corporate PPO. It's all set. Like, we're just going to private pay." Like, basically, I had to sign a form that says I'm just going to pay for the surgery. Okay. Which sounds like it's going to be really expensive, right?
Well, I think what happens with insurance companies is they screw them and they start upcharging. Dude, I remember when you bring a car in to get work done at like a collision center, they go, "Is this out of pocket or insurance?" And I go,
"Right,
should be same number."
Dude, so this is what happens.
Weird question, sir.
So, I mean, you got to think an insurance it's got to be pretty pricey. I mean, sorry, surgery.
Well, I'll tell you. I mean, I remember seeing I don't think I saw my son's, but my daughter's like bill for the labor thing was like $38,000.
Okay. Good. So we've all seen a surgery bill. Hopefully, most of you humans have. They're pricey. So I asked when they're like, "Hey, what's going on with your insurance?" I go, "Listen, it's like a HSA PPO. Basically,
it's an IOU plan, sir. You'll get your money eventually."
Dude, so basically what it is, we're now only paying $400 a month for the family of 4. Okay. But you have to have the HSA with it. Okay. So you got to stock some money in the HSA. But the whole thing is, I think it's basically the shittiest health share insurance. So Massachusetts isn't
to meet the requirement.
Yeah.
Got it.
And we pay a lot out of pocket for a lot, but once you hit a max out of pocket, you can submit claims to the company and they start reimbursing you.
Okay.
So it's like a lower membership, higher out of pocket. I still think I'm going to be cash flow positive on it.
After a surgery, I mean, that's something to say.
Right. So
because most people say, I lost money because I didn't have anything done this year. But if you have something done, obviously that's a good year to analyze.
Now I'm in my most tumultuous. That's not a word.
Nope. Tumultuous
health crisis I've had in years.
Yep.
And I got to go on to the knife.
That ski accident didn't sound great. The previous episode.
Yeah. Didn't. Well, that happened out of state. So I had to pay private pay for the x-ray, which was cheap, if you recall. This is now data point number 2 about health insurance, right?
Yes.
And so he's like, "So you're sure? It didn't really seem that bad. You really want to do this. Now, did you straighten out your insurance?" And I was like, this is a weird line of questioning.
Correct.
When I'm IV'd in pre-op, dude. I'm already naked in this thing.
Sure, if I was saying no, like, are we square right now? Even like,
chick shaved my tummy already. I mean, you know what? You're right, Doug. I'm done. You convinced me. And he goes, and he said this strange. I said, "We're just gonna private pay," which, like, by the way,
they don't love to hear that.
No. And he goes, "Well, I don't really care. I just get a paycheck. I just wanted to make sure you got it straightened out." Seems like you care, dude. That seemed like he actually cared.
Yeah.
Because now you know they can't bloat this bill with all the good stuff. Yeah. $8,000 for the surgery, dude.
Oh, that seems like free. Yeah.
Well, Claude did it, so. But I come out of surgery. I get a bunch of missed messages, calls.
Okay.
One of them
from the health insurance.
One of them's a client.
Any of this.
One of them's a client of mine. He's like, "Hey, let's put in an offer on this property."
Okay.
Time sensitive, off market. So I load up I'm fresh out of surgery.
It's also never as time sensitive as they think it is either. Like, it's like
true. I load up this voice memo right out of surgery, and I send
still like gowned up
in the hospital, dude. And I send it to Kelly and Madison. and I'm going to play it for you real quick.
Are you still under the influence of anesthesia?
100%.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see here.
Well, here's a drug-induced message. I need to write an offer on 3 Willis for Sal Bazile. $425. It's in Compass coming soon. House sucks. That's all I have for now.
No address.
I said 3 Willis.
Feel like
Oh,
shit.
3 Willis. You did say that. Okay.
Drugs. Deals. Let's go.
That was it.
We missed a few data points for the offer,
Few.
but
Yeah.
how'd that go?
We got it.
Dude, look at that.
Right from
Just paying for surgery.
House sucks. And Sal, different Sal, by the way.
Yeah, best deal.
Yeah. You're on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great guy.
Well, it just
Different Sal, to
yeah,
be clear.
Yeah, but yeah,
Right.
yeah. We get was it Junta and Bastille?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And so he's buying. Is he going to do some renovations to the house, investment property, or is he like sucky houses?
He likes sucky houses.
Okay.
Yeah, he likes real estate, likes buying real estate. So he is slowly but surely aggregating a ton of budding parcels.
For a compound of some sort.
TBD.
Okay.
I guess it's just public record, right? So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
should
yeah. I think it's fine.
he owns the house across the
What
street.
Winthrop?
Yep.
Okay.
And the entire boatyard that surrounds it. So
Okay.
there's basically we're slowly amassing waterfront.
Why didn't they come to
Parcels.
him before they went to Compass coming soon? Okay.
Great question.
What do you think we can do there? Anything cool? I think we can do a yacht
The
club.
house is brutal. There is a dock at the boatyard.
Yeah.
He leases that out, but I think eventually this is like a mid-rise waterfront development. Maybe.
Sweet. Good for him. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, so he's just stacking some pieces.
I love that.
Great client.
Hey, just
Great
thinking ahead.
Couple Sals. The Sal podcast.
It's hey. So far, I haven't heard one negative thing about either Sal.
Maybe everybody who is a Sal is a good dude.
Yeah, that they name you at 18.
All right, so surgery's completed. Feeling like myself. Closed on our new house. Starting renovations this week.
All right. Yeah, you do not sit idly by.
Nope. And markets loosening up a little bit, I feel like.
So we calls have been. I feel like this is maybe in 5 or 6 years the first true August. And what I mean by that is like people are taking vacations, people are utilizing like the time off. People
I agree with you.
People aren't so nervous about the fall or what's going to happen. They're kind of like, hey, if it comes in the fall, it comes in the fall.
Right.
If it winter,
Right.
like more traditional market than we've
for
seen,
sure.
because we had this pedal down to the metal, like never like is ever going, people off like crazy. Like I had some things going on last week, and my team was a little skeleton, but like it wasn't that bad. Like where normally it's like, oh, we're all trying to jump through hoops here to make sure that the client service doesn't go down, but it was fine.
In general, pending sales down 13%.
That makes
In
sense.
a multi-year low urgency. My phone just fell.
Gonna fall again.
Because I think just the buyer activity is way down, and inventory is way up. So we've already leapfrogged above and beyond the amount of units that have been on the market versus last year versus the year before. So we're slowly getting back to this more normal market.
Yep.
Obviously, same story like we always talk about, suburbs, crazy. Still an inventory crunch. City, dead. But in general, it seems like these last 2 weeks have been a little bit.
I just had an awesome couple. Son's already in school in Boston. Daughter's coming to school in Boston, and they're like, "Hey, we come up here all the time." They're buying a pretty expensive pied a terre, but like those that's still like that unit went quick, and it was in a good neighborhood. But like I don't think it was priced so aggressively. But it's like the good stuff goes. So
for sure, 100%. We What else is happening? Rates are way up still.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a gut punch with the because I really hey, maybe a little too rose-colored glasses with my 5.875 I wanted to see by the fall here, but I did not think I would have saw a 6.7 again. I'm not trying to be trendy, but I rates should we got to get them down, whatever the Fed has to do, to that 6.25, 6. And then you buy the points. You want to do your arms and stuff, and you can get in the 5s. But at 6.7, people are just like, this isn't a rate I feel comfortable with, or I'm not paying that price. And the sellers certainly are just 100%. Holding on to these properties.
So I actually saw a post this morning. It was a pretty good one. Realtor just kind of sharing their story. So they had this property on the market. Let's just say the mortgage would have been $400K, right? So, or sorry, $4K a month. So maybe a little bit of a lower price point, but. So it's on the market, beautiful house, move-in ready, great neighborhood, like everything, and he was like, I have no clue why it didn't sell. Like, obviously we could talk about the price. You can move the price down. There's comps that are, all over the place. Yeah. Like it really would overappraise all the things. He's like, so after a couple months, and I know a couple months isn't a long time, they threw it up for rent. Okay. Instantly inundated with applications to rent the house, rented for the same payment essentially that it could have cost to buy, $4,000 a month.
So that down payment conundrum we keep talking about.
Well, I don't even know if it's a down payment conundrum, right? Because technically, depending on where you're renting, it's first, last security, right? So, I mean, sure, you're talking $12K.
But we'll say it's a $500,000 house, though. You might need $100K.
No, you can get in for 3.5% down, 3% down conventional. There's down payment assistant programs.
But then I think that's putting that payment up more.
Well, there's probably no doubt about that. But I think the moral of the story is okay. So even if it's $5,000 versus $4,000, sure. Right?
Okay.
I think we just took a rental application that I was like, yeah, that sounds good.
Sounded great.
$21,000 a month income, meaning they can afford, if you're using Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac.
Is it 44%?
It's up to like 49, depending on on how much you're gonna conforming. But yeah, it's 42, 38 in a worst case scenario.
I'll say 40 average.
Right. I mean, you can afford a substantial amount of payment from an underwriting standpoint.
Sure.
Whether or not that person wants to do that or not is a different story. By the way, selecting a $4,000 a month rental, like very, very affordable for them.
So do we think people have commitment issues out there?
I know you and I have talked about this, like I feel like on every podcast, but the reality is people don't want to commit. I think they are more fixed on like the amenities, but there's something about the starter condo or the condo just not being a good deal where you can actually get appreciation anymore. I don't know, but it's not just condos, it's single family homes now too. And I would wager that if the single family homes that aren't selling we threw for rent for a very similar number they would rent. So there's something to be said about people just not wanting to buy right now, and I think it is loosening, and I think we'll be back to a very busy fall.
I just shortly. Think the it's almost like I think this is going to start happening with education as well. Like I just remember graduation parties, right? The first thing everyone asks, including every parent or whatever, is like, so where are you going to college? Where are you going to college? Where are you going to college? And you kind of had to say something, otherwise you were like the loser or the outlier. And I think with like, where do you live? Most people don't want to be like, oh, I live here. And like, oh, I thought that was just rentals. Like, yeah, they are. Like, it's like you almost, like it used to be like you need to own a house, and because that's just how the conversation goes. And like even now people aren't having kids, and like that's an okay thing to say.
Yeah.
Not that it never was okay, but like socially acceptable, I guess. Right. So I feel like that's more coming into play now, where it's just like, no, you can write your own story. Like you don't need to fit into a box, do your own thing. Like if you want to live in the seaport and not own and not have kids because you want to go to dinner 6 nights a week and you want to travel, like people are like, that sounds kind of fun and cool. Like,
I sound pretty good. No offense. No offense, everybody. What else is happening in the market on your end?
For me, it's just every single deal has like crazy structure to it, whether it's I need to sell, I need to buy, I need to have this renovation, I need to have a mold specialist, I need to have a roofing specialist, I want to get your zoning opinion, what else can we do here on the property? It's like, oh, okay, before it used to be, let me get the house and I'll figure all this stuff out in the next 6 months. Now the diligence is becoming much more of a factor at the beginning of the deal.
Are you finding that is mostly due to, you think that's inspection law shift?
Certainly, because now you have the ability to get all this info. I haven't been on an inspection in quite some time, so I don't know what the inspectors. I just think that naturally, when you were doing a few inspections and like you were lucky to get one, it was kind of like, oh, any information is better than no information. Now I feel like they're just throwing the kitchen sink at you with a bunch of caveats and a bunch
100%.
of disclaimers, and you're just like, he gave me 40. I get once a week, Nick, do you want me to forward the inspection report? Do not forward your attorney the inspection report unless you want language that you've already agreed upon with your brokers and you want it to mirror what the inspectors asked for a repair or suggested repair or whatnot. Because like I am not reading that and or ascertaining what you think is important in there to come up with a fix. Yeah. Because the way they're written are very much like the house could fall down tomorrow or stand another 100 years.
I do think they're getting a little... like wide on and excuses isn't even the right word. Like there's too many waivers of liability.
Of course. Like,
in there,
I honestly don't even know what you're paying for anymore. It's like I think you'd certainly be better off hiring a carpenter, an electrician, and a plumber to come in the house and just tell you what they think about the systems.
I don't disagree with you. What's funny, I mean, I did a home inspection on our house that we just bought. Most of this is my fault too, especially because the deal was a little contentious.
Different, yeah.
So we get to. I came out of the inspection, and I was like, "Hey, there's some water stains on the roof. Like, was it old leak or was this something that's active? Because it felt dry." And they didn't answer any of my questions because they were trying to kick us out of the deal.
I think you opened their eyes that, oh, this might be a desirable property here.
Yeah, great. So I was just like, never mind, I don't care. So I go to the final walkthrough, and the stain was bigger. And I asked, the seller was actually there.
We did. Remember we had a couple crazy rainstorms though too, because over that period of what you were under agreement, I've had a lot of those issues.
It poured like a MF like the day before or something like that. So I looked at it and I go, I think this is much bigger than I recall. And so I asked the seller, who was actually at the final walkthrough personally.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, is this old or is this something that's going on? He's like, I'm not sure. Cool. Yeah. So then the next day it like poured again. And I went back. There's like 10 stains in the ceiling. Roof's like actually leaking, actively leaking.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
So solar on the house.
Yeah.
Active roof leaks, several of them.
Okay.
Pretty decent agent.
Most of the time when they put solar on, though, they require you to replace at least what the solar panels are on. So, so hopefully that portion of the roof wouldn't need anything else on it.
Hopefully. But moral of the story is, had an inspection. I was my own realtor. I knew about it. I asked questions. I didn't think it was active. It's 100% leaking.
Sure.
So,
Are you delving into that right away?
Yeah, man, the roof's leaking. You have to take care of that pretty quickly.
Well, I didn't know if that was like a, hey, like we're going to replace the roof. We're going to think about.
I sent my roofer over. I said, I don't want to replace this thing. I mean, that's very involved. So I think it's just probably a blend of wind-driven rain and some flashing issues somewhere because it's happening on a bunch of dormers.
Flashing's huge.
Flashing is huge.
It's a big thing.
Not the type that you're thinking about.
I have some
flashing.
Yes, I have some decorum. I think it's more envelope flashing. Yes.
So I think there's a lot. So what we started doing, I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago too, is so I put my house on the market, sold it.
That was easy,
right? I think that was going into surgery week. I think it was. Yep. But one of the things that we did, which again we probably already talked about, but full seller's disclosure, extra disclosures. I listed everything that I knew that was wrong with the house in the seller's disclosure.
Yeah.
And I specifically referenced prior to the home inspection, I go, hey, do me a favor, please resend this to your clients and have them review it before the home inspection. So if they have any questions, let me know.
Sure.
I do think we talked about this already. Yeah. Because, I had like errors on the boiler code, and it's like, whatever, like the thing works fine. Like we're not fixing it. And we've flipped back our process internally to make sure we're always doing those disclosures just for the sake of.
I have buyers that like, and I always say like, you got to be pretty wealthy to sue or do things over principle. Like, because a lot of people are like, this is about principle. I'm like, it's not. It's about money. It's about money.
Yeah.
So let's not fake that. But people are certainly like, well, if they're lying about this, what else are they lying about? And I'm like, a lot of people aren't lying. They're absentee owners. Like, they actually don't know. I think there's less people who are trying to pull the wool over your eyes than people who are just like really just have no clue about home ownership.
Yeah. So we're starting right now. We're gonna do a bunch of work. And cross my fingers that it's under budget.
Okay. Same guys you've used in the past, or we?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I have faith. I have faith in the crew.
And you'll be good then.
Treadstone Construction.
They're handling everything, or do you have to go? Okay.
Everything.
So I'll give them another plug. What was the company again?
Treadstone Construction.
Treadstone. Okay, great.
Yeah, part of the Avenue Capital Boys. We do a lot of deals with them in Cambridge.
Oh, they do. Is that the one house I saw?
Yes.
Oh, they did great.
Yeah, they did that.
They did a fantastic job there. Yeah.
Yep. So, full GC. They were on site today for the second time. Brought a designer, paint swatches, cabinet samples, all that type of stuff to getting some of that done. And then, so Jen took that meeting and she's off to the races, and demo starts Wednesday.
And do you feel like you're better prepared because you've done this before? With the last time?
I think I'm better prepared because I hired somebody to do it professionally, and I'm not.
But I think like usually people, even when they finish a product, they're like, I would have done this different after you lived there for 6 months.
So this is what we're doing. We're only doing the top 2 floors, which is just bedrooms and like a play space on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
So no floor plan changes right away.
Got it. No kitchen. No.
It's all new flooring, painting, fixtures, switches, outlets. Just like a general modernization, railings, stairs.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a lot of paint work, and then we're taking one bedroom and turning it into a laundry room, like a walk-in laundry room.
Okay. Currently, where the hookups are or nearby?
So there's an abutting bathroom. So it's actually there's 5 rooms on the 2nd floor. There's like a whole owner's suite, and then there's 4 big rooms, one of which is an office.
Got it.
And the office faces the street. I'm not going to use it. There's other places in the house where I can have an office. So it just made sense to forfeit that as a laundry room because the laundry right now is in the basement.
Oh, yeah, you don't want that.
No,
that makes sense. Okay.
You just got to have a real fancy-ass laundry room.
No, that makes sense.
I will tell you, though, we've spent a couple of days there just like we're not living there yet, but we go there like fridge is filled with sun cruisers. Kids are at the beach outside. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I found out
great month to buy.
Dude, two cool things that I didn't know. Well, one I knew, but we're gonna fast forward to underrated, overrated here. I have like those old, they're like 80-year-old Maytag washer dryer in the basement right now.
They're probably still working perfectly fine,
dude. So I took, and it's
probably put 40 pairs of jeans in those things,
dude. It's a gas dryer, so like it's gotta be 600 degrees in there, and I took like sopping wet towels from the yard. I threw them in this dryer for like 20 minutes, bone dry.
Yeah, of course.
Bone dry.
Call it steaming hot.
Dude, it was unbelievable. Yeah. Unbelievable. So completely underrated, old school Maytag gas dryer.
I remember my grandparents had an Amana fridge. I think lasted 50 freaking years.
It's like
looked disgusting. Whatever yellow color.
I was gonna say it's like tannish, or like dirty white is a better color. Yeah. And I told Jen, I go, dude, we're not getting rid of these. This is
your beach towel.
This is the beach boat. Washer dryer now, where like I don't think it's gonna matter how much sand is in those things. They're just gonna work. So that was really cool. And then another thing I didn't realize at first, they at the final walkthrough, of course I didn't say anything about this. They left a brand new Weber grill.
Webers are expensive.
It's a nice grill.
Yeah, Webers are expensive.
Hard lined with the gas.
Fantastic.
Do you have this at your house?
We're contemplating it. So I have a cool Napoleon grill. Very nice grill.
Is that higher end than Weber?
I'll let you look it up. But I have a gas fireplace that we put in last year, and they ran the gas line from the meter on the outside of the house right by my grill. So we were talking about just like siphoning it off a little bit here.
First off, you ever spatchcock a chicken?
I've spatchcocked a turkey and a chicken.
Wow, right,
I think it's the only way to eat it,
dude. So I realized like last week that this thing was a hard line.
You might be a little more barbaric than me though. Like I hate breaking the breastbone and pushing it down like that. Like I just don't like that.
I'm gonna tell you how I did it in a minute.
Had your wife do it?
Nope. I love cooking. I can throw down.
No, I love cooking, but having to manipulate a chicken though,
super easy. Okay, I'll give you the secret. So I when I realized this thing is hardlined, I told Jen, I go pick up 3 chickens today, will you? Because we had a bunch of people over the house just using the beach.
Will ya?
I go, hey, while you're out, grab me 3 chickens. And she's like, what? Chicken wings? I go, like chicken thighs? I go, no. Whole chickens.
Yeah, you heard me.
Yeah, and she's like, okay. And, get other stuff too, but like, I only cared about this. First off, you cut open the chicken. You got to just use a kitchen sear.
Shears, we call
shears,
them.
Yeah. What did I call them? Sears?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. That's the third word I made up this podcast.
We cut out the breastbone.
Yeah, and then just rip it right out, dude.
Yeah.
That's good. Spatchcocked.
I don't like the press.
You don't have to.
Oh, I always press it flat. You think it just falls flat?
It does.
Okay.
So there's 2 parts to the bone that you have to take out. Most people screw up and only take the top part out.
That could be made.
There's another lower breastplate.
Oh, then it just falls on itself. Yeah, I definitely have to push down on it.
So, threw them on the gas grill, seasoning all the things. But because it was hardline gassed, it burns way hotter.
Makes sense.
Which... why is that?
No, it's good. No, I'm just agreeing with you where consistent heat and having like I'm sure the gas line is probably half an inch instead of like an eighth of an inch.
Yeah, physics.
Yeah, I think just more gas, more heat, more power. Tim the two-man Taylor.
So I went indirect on multiple burners. So I gave a little sear.
To make it like an oven.
Yes,
and probably even convention oven with the way the air flows too.
Yep. And I created just 3 beautiful spatchcock chickens on the
not that it's going to become a cooking show, but
could be.
A normal like not thin chicken breast. You're doing 20 minutes at 400. How long do these chickens take?
So I think you can get away with doing it if you did it at a hotter temp in probably 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
But I first off I did a little bit
basting.
I did garlic lemon pepper. And controversial, a little smoky chipotle on all of them together.
Okay,
I'm looking for just like a little good seasoning, but also a little bit of a kick.
I think you like the color though too. When it comes in a little with the red, it looks professional. Paprika will do the same thing.
And I went right to the grill, skin side up at first because I wanted it to because that's how
Yes,
and it kind of like self-bastes a little bit.
Say you seal it in there. Gravity doing God's work.
So that was at like 350. I mean, I've never I have a Weber at home. Now I have 2 Webers, which is great.
Brand loyalty,
and they're aesthetically the same, which is great. So now I can stack them together. Maybe I could split off the gas hose. Probably right.
It's technically a different like adapter. So
we'll figure this out.
Okay,
I'll have to make my own outdoor kitchen setup, but I did it like all the way down low, which like usually like your grill probably doesn't do this because it sounds very expensive.
What do you mean? I can't adjust
all the way down. Like it almost always blows out at my house.
Oh yeah. No, I think a good Weber would hold unless you're like really windy.
Well, pretty windy.
Okay.
So I've never gone past like half.
Okay.
So anyway, I had to turn these all the way down. I was still ripping almost 400. So I did like 15 minutes, just a little bit of a slower sweat on the chicken, and then out comes the barbecue sauce, and a little based front and back.
Amazing.
100%. And then indirect, I let them go for like maybe 25 minutes more each.
Are you
side.
a feel or a thermometer guy?
I usually, if I had my full equip, I would have thermed them.
Yeah.
But I went feel.
Therm gun?
No, I would like. I would have
tossed them in. Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't have that with me, so we just went old school. A little bit of a overcook, over rest.
Got it.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I went like probably an hour 15, but like when I went down a one burner, I had the 3 chickens on the other side. I mean, dude, it was $275.
And how did the skin crisp up for you?
Money.
Sweet.
So at the end, I just ripped it up for like another 5 minutes just to put a little bit of a better char.
With skin side down or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. Had to.
Delish. All that sounds amazing.
Delicious. And then I served the moms on the beach with a giant platter of chicken.
Did you slice it up for them?
I made it enough where they could take portions.
Okay.
Because it's a spatchcock chicken, so it's really just like fourths.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
But no, let's relax.
Again, not a cooking podcast, but I did Thanksgiving for 5 years in a row for the family, and
spatchcocking it.
No, I quartered the turkey, and it comes out even better than that.
Like into the oven.
In the oven.
Quartered it and then put it in the oven.
Correct. So
come on,
dry brine it in the fridge overnight.
Salt.
Looks great. Skin gets very crispy. You do an entire turkey in 40 minutes.
Wow.
The bones are taking up all that. It came out amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of work. You probably had the butcher do it.
No, I actually did it. I have the same YouTube video I watch every single time.
Can you send it to me?
Yeah. Person did it fantastic. I think it's actually on my Facebook.
I think I'm going to grill it this year, now that I think about it.
Yeah, if you quarter this thing, chicken might be too small to do, but I'll tell you, if you can quarter, it comes out perfect. It's so good. And then you can cut the breast.
Cooking a spatchcock anything really is just completely underrated.
It's a great way. I mean, I guess spatchcock is just a portion or the full of a Statler chicken.
What the fuck did you just say?
You never went to a restaurant and they had the Statler chicken?
I think you and I had different upbringings.
No, this is a very, very common. Look that up. You're gonna absolutely love it.
Can you spell this for me?
I believe I could be like it.
Statler.
I think it's Statler.
A Statler chicken.
I'm hoping I'm not wrong with that.
You're right.
Okay.
A Statler chicken. Why is it called? Oh, that was weird. When I hit Statler chicken, airline chicken came up, which is weird.
I'm sure Delta's serving some of that on there.
Yeah, Delta can't even give you fucking peanuts anymore, I feel like. A Statler chicken is a specific culinary cut of poultry consisting of a boneless skin-on chicken breast with the first wing joint.
Yeah, just a little
and
little
the
bit.
drumette still attached.
It's amazing. It's great. You make some of those puppies, but then the breast is totally separate. Then you get the breast you can do differently. So if you quarter it like this, you can make those, and I think your money.
That sounds like I think there was something simple about just throwing the whole chicken.
I agree. I think manipulating it, moving it is easier.
Dude. Yeah, right in the cavity.
Yep, exactly. Good tone.
There you go. So now Statler chicken, spatchcocking a chicken.
I mean, you're truly living ocean life here.
I was very excited. And at first, I threw all these on the grill, and I went down to the beach, and I sat there. I had a cruiser, just sitting there, and then I was like, maybe the first time I used the hardline gas grill pushed up against my house shouldn't be
leaving.
Shouldn't have left and or cooked the most flammable thing possible. So then I went back up and supervised it like a responsible human.
Can you? I've always wanted this. I grew up in Plymouth. Whitehorse Beach was kind of a rocky beach, and I was like, it would have been nice if they groomed the beach. Can you groom your own beach? Is that a thing?
You could.
Okay.
I did buy a beach rake already.
Okay.
Yeah. I also found myself being violently angry at people leaving trash on the beach yesterday.
As you should be.
Oh, and I wonder if I have this video. I will send it to you if I don't. But there was this really happened, and I don't have a video of it, but someone has a video of it. Where, I mean, living on Revere Beach, there is truly special things that happen.
Some sights to be seen.
So yesterday, it's like 5:45.
Okay. Prime time.
Super hot out, right?
Oh, extremely.
And we're just up on the patio and having a couple drinks. Kids are in and out of the water, right? And like, if you looked up dude from Revere in the encyclopedia,
I have that in my head right now.
These two characters come strolling down the beach dripping head to toe in Celtics gear. Okay,
of course,
with like oversized basketball shorts, like you would wear in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like past, like past
Penny Hardaway
to the shin. You know, gold chains, big flat brim Celtics hat. These just
true fans.
These two all tatted up, right? These couple boys just on a late night evening stroll, and what were they doing? They had full size, like pretty big, what seemed to be expensive, remote controlled cars, and they were just playing on the beach. I mean, these were like 50-year-old dudes.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And so I was like, can someone get a video of this? Because the first thing that I could think of is I think I'm gonna have to start a new Instagram account where I'm just going
things I see on Revere Beach.
That's it, dude. And I'm gonna narrate them as trashy as possible.
I don't hate it. I'll be following that account.
So be like, dude, check out my fucking truck kit. Dude, get away from my car. Like, dude.
I will say, when I was much younger, probably 10, I really liked the RC cars. And there's some, dude, that are like $1,000 and run, probably even more now, that run on gas, and they go extremely fast and extremely dangerous.
One of them was
you could kill a kid with one of these. They go 30 miles an hour.
These had to weigh 20 or 30 pounds.
Yeah.
One of them was a super lifted pickup truck.
Yeah, like a Baja. Going the Baja 500.
The other one was a like hippie van. Really weird choice.
That's an interesting choice.
Really weird choice. And they were just like strolling the beach, driving these cars, dude. And I was like, that's the weirdest thing I've seen in weeks.
Do they have Kelly onion rings in the other hand?
Dude, so a few minutes later, I think they were on the seawall mowing down a beef three-way, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dude, let's go to fucking Kelly's Kid, dude. Get some fucking snacks.
What's the pizza place in Revere Beach? There might be a couple, but
there's a couple. So you got Bianchi's at the
Bianchi's
Sandbar.
what I was thinking about.
Yeah. There's a brand new one going in next door called Descendants Pizza Deep Dish. It's took over.
Wait, deep dish or like Detroit style or something?
Detroit style.
Which is a pan pizza, not a deep dish. Deep dish is Chicago, much different.
It does say Detroit style, and I assumed it was deep dish.
No, that's a pan style.
Well, I'm excited for it.
Oh, just Detroit style's
Chef's
Kiss, amazing.
Now, I feel like it's supposed to be really heavy, but it's just not.
No, it's light. It's very light.
I'm very excited for it. It's
basically you'll love
focaccia
that.
pizza.
Sauce on top.
Yeah.
Which I think you'll be fine with, but usually the sauce has got a little more zest to it. We can do one episode of the podcast on Revere Beach.
Dude, we could right in the yard, dude. Well, we'll have to go on a food tour and try.
I love it.
That was always Nick's idea.
Any other staples that if I'm on Revere, like talking to a listener who's going to go to Revere Beach for a weekend, that you would be like, this is what I want to go to.
So interestingly, Bianchi's now used to be a separate pizza place. It's now in a bar. Okay,
so
the bar is
it's
called,
a bar that serves Bianchi's pizza.
It's interestingly worse than that. So it is a bar that has a food menu and service, food and alcohol. Obviously, they have everything from salads, fries, pizza. Not on the menu. You want Bianchi's, you better get the F up and walk into the end of the bar where you have to order your pizza separately.
So you could have two separate food orders in the same establishment.
So it's basically like store within a store.
Got it.
I mean, there is an open kitchen to the bar.
This is public knowledge. This isn't like you got to be a Revere resident to understand this.
This is a real thing. It would be as if we were in a bar right here and Bianchi's was just here. It's open. You could all see and interact. But if you want to order Bianchi's, you better go order from Bianchi's.
Because like
your pizza will come up and you have to bring it to your own table.
The owner of the Lions Group, Patrick Lyons, fell in love with Max and Leo's Pizza and put Max and Leo's Pizza in Game On. And I think in King's too, but you don't order from someone else. Just like, no, we took the oven and the recipe and we serve Max and Leo's Pizza.
That's what
in my establishment.
Do.
Yes.
Because what we do is we go there, we'll get a couple beers, kids will get some lemonades, we'll order some fries, maybe a salad. The bar tab's $22.
Yep.
And then we get up and go order a couple pizzas.
And walk home?
No, and when they cook them, and then we bring them to the table, and you eat it in the restaurant. And this poor server has to give you
and they're not
plate.
getting tipped.
That's
on.
correct.
Wow,
that's correct.
That's
so
not,
then you go to close out, and you owe the student $8 tip, and I feel like a criminal.
Broken model.
It's 100%. If I was a waiter or a waitress, I was going to say that was working there, I would only be a waiter.
You could be whoever you want to be.
Whoever I want to identify.
Whoever you want to be.
There's no way I would there's no way to make money.
There's no positive ROI for them to like invest in the customer experience.
Which means what?
The service is going way down.
Yep. But I still like that place because it's just an interesting.
But
dilemma.
I always heard that was solid pie.
It is pretty good pie. Okay. Yeah, I like it. You know what also just opened up on Revere Beach? Haven't been yet.
No, I no clue.
No clue. Not even a guess.
Well, so I obviously have known Kelly's. Love the onion rings. I'm not a mayo guy, but
sold it to PE. So rumor has it it's downhill.
I did eat one on Route 1 coming back from a bad Christmas party.
You're not getting a roast beef there though.
It was not great. At Kelly's?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
I don't know. I just think their roast beef sandwiches stink.
They're not as good as every other one.
I'd rather
I would get one from a nostalgia. The chicken tenders are great. And I'm not a clam belly guy or anything, so I don't get those things.
Clams, yeah.
So I know that. I knew Bianchi's. Then I knew there was like a couple like smaller little like almost like Hampton-y beach type places.
Yep.
And that's all I got. I had nothing else to go on.
So at the end of the Winthrop side of Revere Beach.
Okay. Is it past the Rotary or at the Rotary?
It's basically at the Rotary. It's in the Ryder building.
Okay.
At the very end. They just opened up a Kowloon. It's unbelievable,
Seth,
dude.
your property value is just skyrocketing right now.
Kowloon Tiki Bar at Revere Beach.
I can order everything I would normally. Like I can get a white Mai Tai. I can get Saugus wings. I can get.
They might be called Revere wings there. I don't know. We got to check into this.
Interesting.
They should probably call them Saugus wings still. We have.
This sounds amazing.
We haven't been there yet.
What's the room look like? You don't know? Have you seen pictures?
I have. I mean, it's exactly what you would think it is.
This all sounds amazing.
It's very tiki-ish, and we'll get our guy to stitch in some good images.
It's full sit down dinner.
Yes, indoor outdoor seating. Literally, it's incredible.
What is guy? I forget. I do not want to disrespect the owner of Kowloon by not knowing his name, but is it Kenny Wong?
Kenny Wong.
Is it Kenny? I would say Kenny Wong. I just didn't want to disrespect him because
I think it is.
That name should be synonymous. Like he should one of the top 50 most influential people in Massachusetts.
Isn't one of them like a selectman or something?
I'm not sure.
The Wong family.
I thought it was Kenny. But anyway, great job, Wong family. You deserve it.
Donald Wong.
Okay.
That's on the third generation now. Bobby Stan and Donald Wong.
And I heard
Donald Wong's the selectman.
And I did hear that they were potentially closing down the main one to develop it.
That's correct. But I think they're going to right size the restaurant and rebuild there. So this might be a temporary play to still have a Kowloon running.
Well, I think Kowloon on the ocean with a tiki vibe just is checking boxes left and right.
Yeah, but you went to the Kowloon ever? Like on Route 1?
Yeah, of course.
Did you ever go like late at night?
No. I always went for dinner. I didn't go for a good time.
So
I was going to cruise for chicks.
That place was like the place to be if you wanted to.
I've gone to the comedy place upstairs. So I don't know. That was, I guess, later at night.
Yeah, I mean, Kowloon almost notoriously would end up in some sort of bar fight like every night. So the fact that now it's on Revere Beach, where sometimes there's a good bar fight, I feel like could be good.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to go and enjoy the food, have a few white Mai Tais, and
hit the beach.
Yeah, like I'm not a big poo-poo platter guy anywhere but Kowloon. I think they do the best poo-poo platter in America. I like everything in a poo-poo platter. I just wouldn't normally order a poo-poo platter. And I hope they have lobster sauce because they do at the OG spot.
We're back where it started, man. I was just going to ask you a question, and I feel like you already answered a decade ago. Are you an egg roll guy?
I actually do like egg rolls. I'm not like I need to order an egg roll. In the poo-poo platter, I grab an egg roll.
See, I substitute.
And obviously, going back to duck sauce, I don't do duck sauce. I dip it in the lobster sauce.
Really? Oh. That might be it, dude. Maybe that's why I've just been living the
way more
roll.
flavorful. Yeah, because duck sauce is it's a inferior sauce.
Over lobster sauce?
No, it's inferior. Duck sauce is terrible.
No way, dude.
Dude, it's terrible. Have you had plum sauce?
I don't think so.
Mike Shaw definitely doesn't listen to this, but great friend and client who owns Loco had duck taquitos with plum sauce, and wow, that was delicious.
Duck is another underrated dish.
Yeah.
You ever make duck at home?
No, definitely not making duck at home.
Too much work.
Yeah, wouldn't even know where to get that duck. I'd call my wife. If I asked her for 3 chickens, I might not get those. If I asked for duck, she would never coming home.
She came right home with 3 chickens. And I was like, I figured a whole chicken was cheaper than thought. She's like, no, these things are like $19.
I would have said $20 a chicken. Yeah.
I mean, fed a lot of people.
Now, not that we're the frugal podcast, but how much if you just went and bought a Market Basket rotisserie chicken?
I mean,
could it be cheaper?
$8, 10. Chick-inflation might be up to like 10 bones for a rotisserie, dude. But
so it could be cheaper just to go with that.
I feel like those are more like Cornish hens these days. They're very tiny. Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing to those little guys. These were pretty big chickens.
Were you going like 6 pounds?
I think they were bigger.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, we only ate 2 of them.
Wow. Okay.
And then I had to do something with this 3rd chicken, which at first my reaction
sacrifice him to the Revere beach gods.
I said we should chuck it in the ocean.
Yeah.
Right. And then someone immediately turned to me and she's like, "Are you trying to teach sharks to come over here?" And I was like, "You're right. I'll put it in the fridge." So it's still there. There's nobody living in that house, but I have a full chicken.
Hey, I like it.
And a fridge full of sun.
Always be prepared.
All right. Well, let's talk a couple bad deals. Yeah.
Yeah, what do we got?
I don't know. You said you had a bunch going on. I'd love to hear from them.
I have so much. I always feel bad talking about deals that I'm like in because I want to speak more general, I guess, about bad deals. But yeah, I have an awesome deal from a person that we would both know and probably most people know in Massachusetts real estate where open permits and a P&S didn't close them out. We have tenant estoppel that says, hey, we have an open ISD claim for X, Y, and Z.
Oh, cool.
Bring it up to the attorney. Nope. Seller's never heard of this. Yeah. We have no notice. Bringing up every lawyerly thing we can bring up. And what do? Ring.
ISD.
Mr. Nick Boston, ISD. Hey, we want to talk. Yep. I get all the information, send it over. And they're like, oh, that little thing.
I call fraud.
Oh, it's just horrendous. So it's like, oh, you're going to make me go, like, you don't believe me? You don't believe the woman who lives there who wrote this? I go, this is an affidavit. I go, an estoppel's an affidavit. She's saying this is open. You have to now prove that it's not. No, Nick, you need to go prove it. Okay, now that I did. Now the deal didn't close. Now they're invoking paragraph 10, and we have a rate lock thing coming up. They're going to have to pay more money. It's just like, wow, be honest at the beginning. Now we might actually get a deal done in a smooth, orderly fashion. But nope, you're going to make us do the digging, and you not going to like what we find.
Paragraph 10 for extension due to title. Yeah.
To add title and physical confirmation, conforming of the premises. So could be either thing.
Now I've seen a lot of attorneys pick language that says they can extend for up to 30 days, not have to spend more than X or whatever.
Always. Yeah, that's standard.
And the dollar amount's never the same, by the way.
Usually it's 0.5%. Usually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. I guess I could have just maybe done the math once.
Yeah, usually it's 0.5%. Yeah.
And then, but I've seen there's also some language that is in or out depending on who's doing the deal around not like the buyer
30 days or up until the rate lock, whichever comes sooner, and then the seller can have the option to pay the rate lock extension fees up to 30 days. That's a normal language, a good normal language.
Do you think that sticks through a lot of the times? Like most people aren't refuting that because I feel like the rate lock, it's more written or interpreted often as the buyer can terminate at that point.
No, so most of it, the seller has the option to pay the rate lock. So what it will say for the buyer is 30 days, so long as the buyer does not have to incur any additional fees. Seller has the option of compensating the buyer, basically to like get you to a zero sum for up to 30 days.
Right. Okay. So I do think that there's a lot of that, and again, I think some of the disclosure stuff should start to get ahead of that. I also think that with the help of AI and all of these systems being online, everyone should be doing a lot more due diligence up front on the property they're purchasing.
But I really wish sellers and listing agents particularly did their own, like, hey, I've been through deals. I know what buyers want. Let me think about this. So I can, like you basically said, hey, I'm going to get, virtually naked in my house that I'm selling. Here's all the stuff I know about. Don't ask me about it. If you want to look into it, you look into it and then come by my house. I've lived here with my family. If this other house didn't come up, we'd be living here still. I loved it. Hope you love it too, but this is what we're selling you.
Right. 100%. Yeah. And
seems way cleaner than hope you don't find the this and this thing. And
well, Fun fact, I did sales disclosures almost exclusively until we got in a battle. I didn't tell you about this already? I got in a battle in the city of Salem.
I don't think so.
So this is years ago. During COVID, list a house, have a sales disclosure. And in the sales disclosure, they have to affirm, hey, for any work, we pulled permits.
Sure.
My client says,
that required it. Yeah.
Says, yeah, I did that. Okay. Well, I took his word for it.
Sure.
You
have to. At some point, right? You're dealing with adults who live in the property.
I'm supposed to go run a permit search on your property and see that you didn't. And then, I don't know, the guy owned it for 20 plus years. How do I know when the kitchen was done, right?
Seems pretty reasonable. You can ask and they'll tell you.
It wasn't like a nicer kitchen. The house looked older. I don't know. It's all added up. So, I'll never forget it. We had crazy open houses 3 days in a row, over 200 groups through 22 offers on the property.
Okay.
It went $100,000+ over asking, but had no inspection, no appraisal, nothing, whatever. And this witch of a cooperating,
no
broker.
No pun intended for that Salem.
Oh, zinger. Man, you always got it, dude. So we get to she starts doing all this permit due diligence before the PNS. God bless. Fine.
Yeah, great.
And she's like, no permits were pulled for the sump pump in the basement. Now, mind you,
I would say you plug it in, you might not even need a permit for that.
That's what I said. I wasn't aware we had to pull a permit if you buy something out of a box, put it on my floor.
Kind of like a microwave.
This is a great example. So I was like, we get into this cat fight for 3 days. And she's like, I just want to, in the city of Salem. And she was right. She's like, you need a water discharge permit when you add a sump pump, up. And I go, okay, Carol, can you do me a favor? Oh, and then she starts telling me we committed fraud because on the seller's disclosure.
Let's not touch on the F word here.
I go, Jesus Christ. I go, Carol, do me a favor. Why don't you call
the best of knowledge?
Call your buyer, right? And just ask him, hey, do you still want to buy this house?
I would have ripped this up. Now we no longer have it. Okay.
They didn't pull permits. Do you still want to buy it? The attorney and her were creating this mega issue. All these claims, start saying that I lied and I'm a accomplice to fraud. I go, listen, just let me know if he wants to buy the house because there's 21 other motherfuckers who will buy this house. Lo and behold, the whole thing's squashed when they go back and tell the client. So at that point, attorney friend of mine goes, hey man, I would just stop doing these because sometimes they're more trouble than they're worth.
I completely agree with that because they're not required in mass. I just think now with AI, with technology, we're hearing it. So it's do you want to
and the inspection disclosure law?
So let's put the cart in front of the horse. Let's talk about the issue before anything because then 100%. At least you go, hey, you want to know how this happened?
Yeah.
I talked to owner. We did all this stuff. Owners lived here a while. He interpreted it. Because Seth, know what happens a lot? Hey, I hired ABC Construction. They told me they're going to do all the right things, and they just didn't pull a permit. I don't know what's going on. Rarely do I think this guy and his brother put a 30-pack on a large pizza and just started ripping the house that they were going to live in forever.
Couldn't agree more. All right, so we got on that topic from the permit ISD deal. Yeah, you got to be more upfront about it.
But we brought hey, even if you don't want to tell me, I brought it up, and then it's we're not aware. We have no notice of that. And I go, yeah, it's owned by an LLC. The notice goes to your corporate designation. I believe that it's probably a big pile of mail, but like I'm coming to you as an attorney, like, hey, we have an estoppel. You gave me the estoppel.
Right.
Why don't you look into it? And then instantly they're like, nope, well, you look. But
It's
you know what happened? Now I looked into it and I had to tell my client's now pissed off. Like, because, hey, Nick, these 4 emails, they told you it didn't exist and you just found out it does.
Yeah.
Like, it's just bad faith. It doesn't look good when you actually are trying to sell real estate. No, we didn't knock on your door and say, can we buy your house? You publicly listed it.
Right. The, what was I just going to say with, I just completely lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
It's that witch in Salem.
It was going to be.
She stole your memory.
She did. She stole a lot from me, actually. God, what was I going to say? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But fucking that deal sucked. That's all.
No, but there's a lot of those little things.
Dude,
these needling.
I remember. We were going to talk about. I was going to bring up.
You want another disclosure?
I do.
South Boston. Agent goes, hey, Nick. And I knew the buyer outside of this transaction anyway. Hey, Nick, there's a fence in back. It's dilapidated. The broker's telling us it's common. Sure, we can look up that. Let's go look at the videotape. I look at the condo docs and the plans. There's no fence mentioned. Then the attorney, I bring it up, and the attorney says, hey, Nick, yeah, that's our fence. Like, this broker is like just not asking the client, not asking anyone, just going, yep, it's common, to get this thing signed. And I go, but when we figure out it's not, we're going to take your email and your text message and go, well, this is what you said. And you can't rely on, well, you signed the P&S. Because because we relied upon your professionalism and your knowledge when you're that brazen to make a claim.
It's so true. And I think there's too much of that happening. And I don't know if that's lack of agent practice or knowledge, or they're selling out of their own pocket, where they're so concerned about the deal going sideways that they feel the need to do that, or if it's just an intake issue where, like, I don't know.
I think no one has systems, to be honest.
Oh, really?
I think people get listings. No one has condo docs. No one has budgets. No one has plot plans. Like, people go, Nick, like listing agents, hey, Nick, did you pull the permits on this stuff? And I go, no, but agents, unfortunately, because attorneys are involved, deem a lot of things are lawyer work. Pulling permits has nothing to do with any legal transfer of title.
Even with Claude now, you literally can just be like, hey, Claude, pull permits on 123 Banana Street and let me know the permit history. It'll give you the full rundown, everything you need to know, what's open, what's closed.
I'm not even doing that. Like, the towns are actually pretty easy to work with now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, but you just make Claude do it. It's easier.
But if you just like call the town, like most towns are like, what do you need? Yeah. Let me help you out here.
Yeah, as long as it. What is going on? As long as it's not Friday or Monday. Well,
Friday there's closed. There's not even
Monday
available.
Or a holiday or anything like that. All right, give me. I did want to bring up one thing here just for a quick take from you. So we're We're a year into the mass renter paid broker fee ban.
Yep.
Just as a reminder, effective August 1st, 2025, whoever hires the broker pays. So here we are. I could tell you that Boston rents barely went up last year. I actually think there's a little bit of a slide happening right now. It's just not realized yet. The Globe also recently reported on dozens of listings still charging tenants a full month's broker fee via the open listing loophole, meaning I'm putting something up, but I technically wasn't hired by the landlord.
Correct.
There's no contract.
But I think we write laws bad, and I think, like, hey, that stuff can happen. Like, if I say, hey, do you want to come see this place? Sign this agency agreement for this one property, and you buy it. Yeah, you probably owe me money.
So obviously, there's triple damages. Is it triple or treble?
They both mean the same thing.
That's weird.
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, triple means 3, and treble means 3. So I'm really not sure why Merriam-Webster or anything defines it differently, but yeah, it's the same thing.
So this wrote this as triple damages, and I always thought it was treble damages,
which again both mean 3.
Yeah.
So it's tomato.
You know what isn't the same thing, which is another interesting legal POV that people screw up all the time, and I cannot stop from correct. I always have to correct them. When people say moot, but they say mute.
It's definitely moot.
Yep. It drives me nuts. I go, hey, that's not the right word. And they're like, what do you mean? I go, it's moot. And they're like, huh? It's definitely mute. And I'm like, no, it isn't. And then I punch them in the face.
They say mute? Someone actually said that?
I've had dozens of people say this to me over there. Obviously not.
That's not good.
I mean, they're just mostly realtors. We're on it. We got kicked out of college, Nick.
Yeah, that's not good.
It drives me nuts. I say, excuse me, sir, it's moot. And they're like, what?
A mute court would be a silent court.
And then I say, look it up.
And they definitely don't.
And they don't.
They're like, wow, that's the real ass.
And then that's correct. So any hot takes on that? I do think the market's suffering to a degree from it because
I'm going to do a reverse engineer. So I'm not going to tell you if it's good or bad. All I'm going to say is if you want a thriving rental market or even a sustainable rental market, a buyer or a tenant should not have to pay first, last, security, broker fee. It just does not work. I couldn't agree more. It doesn't work. So like, I don't know how we make it work, but let's figure it out. Yeah. But I also think that like a landlord who says, hey, Mr. Buyer, come on in, and you come in and you're like, well, now you owe this guy Ted over here $4,000. I don't think that makes sense either.
Yeah.
I think we should be adding value. I think we can maybe do hourly. You know what? Hasn't come out yet? Some service that should probably be a service that you pay one flat fee to that you go and get
like
a listing.
LegalZoom?
Yeah, would be amazing.
No,
like,
disagree.
Rental Zoom.
I don't like it.
Well, but then start the service for $500. We'll go get you the key lock and we'll have someone come and show you or something like that.
We just actually do it right. We just charge the landlord 1 month's rent, and we don't try and break the law and get it from the tenant. And we actually shoot your listing professionally. And well,
wow. I will say when people do fight about it, like and we have rentals, and we usually don't charge last month. Because it's like I think you're doing too much to charge all those things. So
we tell the landlord charge first, last, security, but we're going to keep one of those fees. So, if we have to ditch one, I used to ditch security just for the sake of compliance.
Compliance is very difficult. But I'm good at compliance. I can meet those.
Shocker. There's also so many of these services now, like Z Deposit from Leader Bank. Oh. It's like super easy to open a quick escrow account.
Love that. Good job, Leader Bank.
Click online, like very easy. And I prefer now to do first in security because inevitably what happens
and they'll pay the interest out and stuff at the end of the year.
Yeah, they send the statements, they do everything. And I feel like last month's instead of security always turns into either damages or I leave the lease early or something like that. So I think it's been a better process.
Yeah, but no, I think the system should have changed. I hated that a lot of agents just stomped their feet and basically were like, we need to make more money, because I've also seen agents that show tenants virtually 3 places and make $5,000. I think that's kind of too much.
Yeah, I agree. All right, got any good bad deal shit other than that?
Again, they're just all like. We're talking way too much about the same things.
Yes.
So I'm hopeful for an awesome fall market to come. I want people to enjoy the rest of their August. You guys get all your ice creams and your beach days in and your hot dogs and your hamburgers, and then you come back. We're going to send the kids off to the first day of school with their Trapper Keepers and water bottles, and then we're going to start doing some purchases.
Let's go. I can't wait. I'd like some of my inventory to move. I got a lot of stuff on the market right now.
Okay.
All right. So let's do a little underrated, overrated. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's your thoughts on a school district premium?
Can you define that?
Yeah. Like maybe buying in a premium school. Okay, let's just keep it real. I just bought in the city of Revere.
Yep.
Maybe not the best school system.
Sure.
One could argue abutting towns have better school systems. Not Lynn, of course, but a lot of other towns.
Sorry, Lynn. He didn't mean of course. He was just mentioning Lynn.
Yeah. I did. Hey, I grew up there, so I get to shit talk Lynn.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That's cool. So buying in a town that is cheaper.
Yep.
Likely due to the school.
Are you getting a tax abatement?
I think you're getting a price abatement.
No. But so if you are paying Revere taxes,
yep,
and those taxes include public schools, and you wish to not go.
No way, you're not getting that.
Yeah. So you pay your full taxes, and then if you want to pay additional funds to go to another school district, good, because you know what? Then everyone around you should be doing the same thing. Hey, let's raise our standards of school so then we can get more money from people outside. Love it.
So you think it is underrated?
Yeah, do
Potentially
it.
buying in a shittier school district.
Yeah, if you have the ability to pay to go to another school, then do it.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think it's underrated. I mean, case in point, I think if you took the house we just bought and put it in Nahant, Situate, Marblehead, Swampscott. I mean, I guess most of those are similar school districts. Like Swampscott's got great schools.
Yeah, Cohasset. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're all. I mean South Shore is I think very similar to the North Shore, but like from a price standpoint, I think the house is way more expensive. So you're paying for it not only in real estate taxes, but in the value of the house and your mortgage all those times. So for me, less important, get what we want on the budget that we wanted. And then, private school for the Williams kids. Just like Mr. Nicky Nardone.
Yeah, well, hey, we're going to go Milton Public for elementary.
Well, because they have great schools.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. You hear a lot about this stuff. I want proofs in the pudding.
Will you report back? So
of course.
Are we starting that right now for the first time?
Yeah. So we got St. Agatha for the youngest, and then Noel will be in kindergarten. We'll see how that goes.
Wow.
I don't know if you can really screw up kindergarten anywhere, but we'll see how this goes.
I think I got held back in kindergarten.
Yeah, well, you ate too much glue, so they said, hey, until you can repay the arts and crafts fees, you have to stay here.
Back to school shopping.
Oh, terrible. I think it's overrated. Like I think like I remember like kind of liking it because you got a new backpack and new sneakers, but like now it's insane. And then also I think they start putting up back to school stuff like July 10th.
There's
like
Halloween stuff out right now. You know
yeah,
that, right?
like that is bonkers. We need lines. we need to not let people just be able to do whatever they want.
What about closing in the summer and before the first day of school?
So you're like buying a house before you. Yeah, I think that's probably a good thing. I think that's probably
underrated, overrated.
I think it's probably underrated. I think that's.
You think so?
I think it's smart to buy and then start fresh in the school year. I think you can get value of buying within a school year, but I think there's also you kind of have no kids to 6. I think if you move a 6 or 7-year-old, I think you're probably okay. I think after that, you're probably too established with friend groups where it's going to take some work for everyone to make that move.
I think it's interesting right now because our kids went from like not wanting to move, being like upset about it.
Yeah, to like, oh, there's a beach here. This is great.
Oh, that's cool. Yes. But now it's this weird spot where like
we have spatchcocked chickens on the beach.
Now it's where we're like I live on one end of the beach, but not on the beach, and now a house at the other end of the beach on the beach. And so it kind of feels like we have a vacation home now. So like, hey, let's go to the beach house, or, a little bit. But then we have to go home back to the other house. So real first world problems right now.
Sure, but I mean, no, I think it really is age dependent. I think if you go private, you can kind of move whenever you want.
That's double whammy.
Have you picked your private school of choice yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Kennedy's going to Immaculate Conception in Revere.
December 8th, my birthday, Immaculate Conception. So I'm fully in favor of her going there.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
You know my birthday's December 5th?
Did not know that.
Look at that.
Not exactly the Immaculate Conception. You like the preconception. You like the foreplay. Immaculate foreplay.
I don't think that's what it was called.
Hey, we're not Bible historians here. We don't know what it was called, Seth.
Little hitting home right now. Plymouth County, underrated, overrated. Inventory, it's at its highest point in 7 years.
Plymouth is a gigantic county, so
doesn't matter.
No, I'm just saying that I think there's a lot to go there.
Underrated or overrated, Plymouth County?
Plymouth County is fantastic. If you're tied to Boston, it's difficult. But Plymouth County obviously goes all the way, Hingham. So you're that close to Boston, and then you go all the way down to Plymouth. But then you go Bridgewater and Brockton or Plymouth County. So that's a large spectrum. So I think you can get a ton of land, agriculture, horses, golf courses, beaches, obviously. But if you're tied to Boston, it can be difficult. However, now that I'm a train guy,
that's right.
Communicate Rail can bring you really anywhere you need to go. That purple line, maybe not on time or consistently, but it can get you there.
I think Plymouth County is underrated.
Yeah, there's a lot going on down there.
Yeah, there is a lot going on. I'll never go down there. I barely make it past Dorchester.
Yeah, you don't need to, but when you get down there, it's cool.
It is cool. The traffic seems to be worse.
Yes, 2 lanes. I would love for President Trump to do some, transportation act to widen Route 3. That'd be fantastic.
A lot of eminent domain, I feel like, would have to happen there.
Do it. Do it.
What about just going with the back to school theme here a little bit?
Okay.
Did you live on or off campus? Yes.
Can we do a little story time?
I'd love
sure.
nothing more.
So I went to St. Anselm College, and I was lucky enough to play soccer there. And you start soccer in the fall, but really you got to be there early. So at this time, St. Anselm had non-co-ed dorms.
Yep.
And parietals. So that meant
never heard that word before.
That a male could not go into a female dorm during the week at all, and vice versa. And then the weekends you had to sign in and be out. I think 1 or 2 a.m. Maybe 2 a.m. Yes. So you it's not even like, oh, you can't. Because really what they didn't want was, you and I are roommates and my girlfriend's over all the time or your girlfriend's over the time because it's going to take away from Seth or Nick's educational experience, right? So that was how that worked. So I had,
which is true.
I had probably. So I had an awesome teammate, Lyle Frederick. Shout out Westchester, Pennsylvania, whose family did well, and he was on the soccer team as well. He was a year above me, and his parents came up for the first game, and he was like, "Dad, I can't do it. This is now we've been in the dorms now for school in session for only 2 weeks. School without session.
He was already over it.
He's a sophomore, so he did a whole year. He's like, Dad, can't do it. This whole girl thing, the rules, sneaking girls in my windows, not gonna happen, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, Lyle, relax. You got a soccer game, play the soccer game. So after the soccer game, we went out to dinner, and Mr. Frederick went and bought 8 St. Anselm Drive. So school was at 100. The Institute of Politics was on. So he goes, Nick, will you live with Lyle? And all I ask is that you pay half of whatever St. A's charges for room and board. So whatever it was, cut in half. It went up $1, I owed him 50 more cents. So I lived off campus at 8 St. Anselm Drive, greenhouse, for all 4 years.
Wow.
But legitimately...
Never once on campus, but technically on campus.
Technically on campus for 2 weeks. But at Dominic Dorm. But I could easily throw a frisbee to campus. It was
what a great location.
Yeah, so I really truly lucked out. So never had to move, had a garage, car. So we're in good shape.
So I also story time. I went to UMass Lowell.
Yeah, I actually love Lowell.
UMass Lowell for 2 years.
Okay, we used to play them in soccer. Beat them.
Went for engineering.
Oh, look at you. I'm not a math guy, so I'll give you that.
Somehow they have a bunch of different dorms.
I actually think my buddy Jeff Lynch might have went for engineering, and I think he went to the first class and I started talking high-end math, and he walked right out.
That's basically what I did, but it took me a year and a half to walk out. So they had Fox Hall, tallest building in Lowell, 18 stories, and I lived on, I think it was the 15th floor.
Okay.
Strange as shit roommate. Strange as shit, dude.
When they put you with a random person, man, you figure out people grow up differently.
Oh my
just
God.
with habits and how things go. Yeah.
That kid must have hated my guts, and the feeling was mutual. He was a super nerd. He had this is it's what you see in the movies. He has a whiteboard. He was a chemistry major. He's diagramming different fucking
formulas.
Yeah, and I'm just what's going on? But the Fox Hall was supposed to be for higher ups, junior upperclassmen.
It was nice to live there.
Yeah, there was freshman dorms that somehow I didn't make it in, and I ended up in this big tower. I also literally went to college. This is a sad but interesting memory. And I was like, hey, folks, I'm going to college. And they're like, yeah, cool. See ya. And I packed up my car myself and moved myself into college alone.
Hey, you're very independent. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, most people
traumatized, dude.
Well, most people now they're getting their butts wiped, until they're 27. So I actually think you learned a lot more.
Messed up, dude.
School of Hard Knocks in the Williams household. I like it
100%. And so I lived in Foxhall for a couple of years, but I remember going through a very small phase of like I want to live off campus, and was trying to rent some shitty apartment or something like that, and broker a deal with like 4 of my buddies would move in, and I would basically live for free. It didn't work, and so I lived on campus. And so you're saying living off campus is underrated?
Where? So certainly there was other houses we went to, like, again, I'm talking about St. Anselm, which is like a little spread out. You're in Goffstown and Manchester, New Hampshire. So being on campus, being able to walk and being in the environment, fantastic. But we had a lot of rules. So then being off campus, you had a little less rules. But if you're far away from school, I think you're missing out on some things. So I think location. So if you said off campus, within walking distance of campus, underrated. Off campus, far away, overrated.
I love it. Anything else you want to cover today, Sir Nick?
That's it. I think just, again, you guys, you end your summer. We're almost there. Last few couple weeks, get it all in, and then we're back to school for everyone. That includes you buyers and sellers.
Let's go. All right, man. Catch you on the next one.
Awesome.
Just a lawyer and a real estate agent, talking about deals and decisions that don't make sense. We talk a lot but the lessons ain't phony. Welcome to Bad Deals Only.